Hi guys, welcome to the Raven Wolf channel. This is Anna, and today I'm going to be talking about this beautiful magical bird called Quetzal. So, for centuries, the Quetzal has dominated the traditions and beliefs of the Maya, Aztecs, and Indians of Central America. Quetzalcoatl, the cultural force of good for both the Maya and the Aztecs, was symbolized by the head of a serpent adorned with beautiful feathers of the Quetzal. The rulers in both cultures required tributes and headdresses made out of Quetzal tail streamers. But the birds were considered sacred, so the penalty for killing one was dead. So the birds were freed after the long, elegant plumes were removed, which I don't even know. I mean, I know it says that, you know, the bird was sacred, and if you kill a Quetzal, the penalty was death. But at the same time, I'm thinking they capture the beautiful birds, they pluck them out, and then they release them. I'm sure that caused them pain, and I'm sure some birds didn't make it from the whole capture and release and, you know, plucking them and stuff. But anyways, back to what I want to present to you guys. Let's see. So the legendary status of the Quetzal survives in various forms today. The name Quetzal comes from the Aztec Quetzali, originally meaning tail feather, and by transference is precious or beautiful. The lustrous tail's feathers can grow to 1 meter long. So various ancient folklore is centered around this seemingly mythical bird. One Guatemalan legend said that when Tecum Unam, a prince and a warrior of the Quiche Maya, fought against the Spanish conquistador Pedro de Alvaro, there was a Quetzal flying overhead. Tecum Uman was able to disarm Alvaro with his first strike, but he was killed in the second strike by a spear penetrating his chest. It is then that a Quetzal allegedly flew down to Tecum Unam and dipped into his chest in the brave prince's blood, which how it's acquired the red feather on its breast. Another tale states that the Quetzal was known for its beautiful song, but after the Spanish conquered the land, it bowed only sing again when the land is finally free. Today, the Quetzal is Guatemala's national bird and national current, and it's named after. So yeah, the monetary currency in Guatemala is called Quetzal, like the Mexican peso, the American dollar. In Guatemala is the Quetzal. Although considered near threatened, many Central American countries like Costa Rica are fighting to preserve this legendary bird by protecting its national parks. For those interested in the birding, the Quetzal can be found in tropical montane cloud forests. Centuries after being considered sacred by ancient people, the Quetzal is still glorified in its all majesty. Mayans, Toltec, and Aztecs consider its feathers a commodity that they were reserved especially or exclusively for the royalty. To be thousandfold more valuable than gold and jade. Again, killing a Quetzal was punishable by death in all 3 cultures. Don't mess with their Quetzal. The Mayans, captivated by its beauty, referred to the bird as the god of the air. The god of the air. Its yard-long tail feather were woven in royal ceremony dresses, capes, and artwork. Highland hunters, and it says much for their blowgun skills because the Quetzal lightning speed stunned them, plucked them the long feathers, and then released them. Today, the most astonishing example of the feather beauty reposes half of the world away in Vienna in the Museum of Ethnology. Okay. It has more than 450 Quetzal feathers, each measuring a yard, mounted on a jeweled and gold encrusted crown. The headdress is reputed to have been worn by the Aztec Emperor Moctezuma when its first meeting with Hernán Cortés in Tenochtitlan. The headdress arrived in Europe as a part of the booty sent back by Cortés after his 1519 conquest, and it's said to be a gift from Moctezuma to Cortés. It was later inherited by the Archduke Ferdinand, and it remains an archaeological piece of incalculable value for the history of the Mexican nation. Some Mexicans consider it their country's single most important Aztec relic, and negotiations between Austria and Mexico continue to this day over the return of the specular and priceless work of art of the Mexican capital. All right, so the second part that I want to present to you guys about the Quetzal is the pyramid in Chichen Itza in Mexico. It makes a Quetzal noise. But here I'm gonna read some information about it. And actually, I didn't know this. And I actually been to Chichen Itza, and I didn't know that if you stand in front of the pyramid and you clap, it makes a noise that is just like the call of the Quetzal. So yeah, that's very interesting. So I want to talk about a little bit about that, about the pyramid, and then I'm gonna show you guys a video of the noise by clapping, what it sounds like. Okay, so Quetzalcoatl, associated with the Maya god Kukulkan, has recently been highlighted by the claim that the pyramid at Chichen Itza, Mexico, was constructed in such a manner that sharp sound made inside it produced an echo of a hand clap that mimics the call of the Quetzal. The echo is produced by phases of steps in limestone staircases and is suggested to present the spirit of the Maya. The idea has greeted with skepticism in some quarters, but echoes were often associated with spirits, and the central importance of the Quetzal in the Mayan belief make it entirely plausible that the pyramid builders deliberately included such a device as a further meanings of totemizing the species. And honestly, I don't think it was an accident. Obviously, to me, in my opinion, it was deliberately made like that for a reason. Let's see. So the bird called effect, which resembles the warble of a Mexican Quetzal bird, a sacred animal in the Maya culture, was first recognized by the California acoustic engineer David Lubman in 1998. The chirp can be triggered by hand clapping made at the base of the staircase. Researchers suggest that Mesoamerican pyramids, like the Maya temple in Kukulkan in Mexico, were designed to produce sophisticated acoustic effects. including the chirp of sacred birds. The Kukulkan pyramid in Chichen Itza is known as El Castillo, which is the castle. It's one of the 7 new wonders of the world. It's arguable the most spectacular and most frequently visited Maya site in Mexico. Constructed around 1100 AD, the 32,400 square foot pyramid features 4 stairways with 91 steps each, which combined with the single step at its entrance is total of 365 stairs. The exact number of the days in the Mayan Hab calendar. The Mayan Hab calendar is the Earth calendar. Because I mentioned this before, the Mayans not only had, the Tzolk'in or one calendar. It actually had up to 17 different calendars for different planets. The Hab is the planet Earth calendar, which it contains 365 days. Interesting. So the acoustic studies have been revealed compelling similarities between the pyramid's chirping echo and the call of the sacred bird. When a clapping noise rings out, the temple's high and narrow limestone steps act as separate sound scatters, bouncing back a chirping-like tone that declines in frequency. In other words, reflections from the threads of the staircase are responsible for the echo being altered. The reason that a chirp-like bird is produced is because of the geometry. The time between the later reflections is longer than the early reflections, causing the frequency to echo to rapid drop by an octave. So I think that's pretty cool. And when you guys listen to the sound of the clapping and the bird, how it sounds, it's like, to me it's mind-blowing how much they knew. Pretty much how much the Maya knew and knowledge and so many things, and to imitate the noise by clapping on a big ass pyramid, it's like mind-blowing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little presentation of mine, and yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye. In Lakesh.